For a Huntersville woman contacted WBTV for help after she says she called an ambulance for her loved one and was billed almost $1,000 for the ride.
And she told us she spent months going back and forth between the ambulance company and her insurer and could not get a resolution. That is until she contacted consumer investigator Caroline Hicks.
When your loved one is getting in that ambulance, are you thinking about the cost?
Of course not. So the cost is the last thing that you're thinking of. You're assuming when you have insurance that is going to be covered.
Angie Panone's assumption was wrong. She received this bill in the mail from Medic, charging her $980 after her insurance paid almost $800 of the roughly $1,800 bill.
I thought there's no way that this could be accurate.
So she contacted Medic.
They explained to me that my health insurance was not in network with them and that I was being billed out of network and would be responsible for the cost of the balance.
That's when she contacted her insurance, MedCost. She says they pointed the finger back at Medic,
saying that it should be covered, where Medic was saying, no, it's not going to be covered. And so it was just sort of a battle between two different companies. So that's when I called you.
I contacted Medic to help figure out what was going on. A spokesperson told me many commercial health insurance payers choose to reduce charges to a rate they are willing to pay, leaving the patient responsible for the balance. This is an issue for EMS nationwide, as we are often not fully reimbursed for our services and are left to try and collect residual payment from the patient. I also contacted her insurance, MedCost. Panone says after my calls, MedCost reached out to her with good news.
I did get a phone call immediately the next day advising me that my bill would be paid in full, which was a very nice surprise. Was not expecting that after literally a year of fighting back and forth.
Panone is far from the only person to find herself in a situation like this. According to a recent study published in the healthcare journal Health Affairs, patients are left with $129 million in potential surprise ambulance bills each year.
And they have no idea that they're going to be billed for this.
It's why North Carolina Representative Donnie Loftus of Gaston County sponsored House Bill 489. It would require insurers to cover ground ambulance rides as in-network, and patients would pay no more than $100 per ride.
I know personally people who have decided to drive themselves to the hospital because they're aware of the high charges that goes with an ambulance transport.
With this bill, he hopes North Carolinians would be able to call 911 worry-free. And companies like Medic could be paid without having to garnish wages from a patient.
Every time you crank that ambulance, there's a cost involved. So I'm trying to help it recoup a consistent fee across North Carolina.
While Panone finally had her bill paid, she's hopeful lawmakers can prevent this from happening to anyone else.
It's a lot of money for myself, and for anyone, it's a lot of money.
House Bill 489 passed the House and is awaiting action from the Senate. A spokesperson for Medic tells me the agency is in favor of the bill. If you have a problem you want me to look into, send me an email at consumersolutions@wbtv.com. I'm Caroline Hicks reporting. WBTV, on your side.